Today we're diving deep into one of the most crucial concepts in the world of HVAC, that's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. The concept is subcooling. Stick around to the end of this video and I will demonstrate for you how to measure subcooling. Whether you're a professional in the field or just curious about how things work, understanding subcooling is key to grasping the overall efficiency and performance of HVAC systems. So let's get started. What is subcooling? Imagine you're drinking a super cold soda on a hot day. Your drink stays cold because the soda is cooler than the air outside, right? Subcooling is sort of like that, but for your air conditioner or fridge. After the liquid or refrigerant inside these machines does its job of cooling the air or your food, subcooling makes it even colder than its normal cold state without turning it into ice. This extra chill helps everything work even better. Subcooling refers to the process of cooling a liquid, or in this case, refrigerant, below its condensation temperature at a given pressure. This might sound a bit technical, so let's break it down. In any HVAC system, refrigerant plays a central role in transporting heat. Now, this is a key concept to understand, so let me say it again. That liquid or refrigerant transports heat in your AC system. For efficient operation, it's crucial that the refrigerant transitions between liquid and gas phases at the right moments. Think about water. Water can be in 3 different phases, can it? Water can be a liquid, like we love to drink, or it can be a gas, like steam coming off our boiling spaghetti, or it can be a solid, like ice cubes in our drink. But we're gonna forget about the solid state and just focus on the first 2. The phases of it being a liquid and a gas. So just like water can be a liquid or gas, so too the refrigerant that carries heat in your AC system can also be either a liquid or gas. In the back of your fridge or AC, there's that special liquid, again called refrigerant, that moves around, grabbing heat and carrying it away. Some call it freon, some refrigerant. Now, after it drops off the heat in the condenser, subcooling gives this refrigerant an extra cool down, making sure it's super ready to pick up more heat again when it goes back into the evaporator. After the refrigerant releases its heat in the condenser is your outdoor unit, and turns it into a liquid, subcooling takes it a step further by cooling that liquid below its boiling point without changing its phase. This ensures that the refrigerant is 100% liquid before it reaches the expansion valve, which is in your evaporator coil in your air handler, enhancing the efficiency of the cooling cycle. Why is subcooling important? Why do we want to make this liquid or refrigerant extra cold with subcooling? Well, it's all about making things run smoothly and efficiently. When the liquid is super chilled, it can grab a lot more heat and make your room or food colder faster. It's like having a super powered sponge that can soak up a ton of water without dripping. You might be wondering, why go through the trouble of subcooling? Well, it's all about efficiency and performance. Subcooling ensures that the refrigerant entering the expansion valve is in your air handler or furnace, which is your indoor unit. It might be in your attic or in your garage or in a closet. So subcooling ensures that the refrigerant entering the expansion valve is in a fully liquid state, which allows for a more consistent and controlled expansion of the refrigerant into the evaporator. This process maximizes the refrigerant's ability to absorb heat, leading to better cooling performance and energy efficiency in your HVAC system. So how is subcooling measured? Measuring how much extra cool we've added is pretty easy but super important. HVAC technicians use a special chart and a thermometer to see how much cooler the liquid is than it's supposed to be. This helps them make sure everything is working just right. Measuring subcooling is straightforward but essential for HVAC professionals. You'll need to know the saturation temperature of the refrigerant at a given pressure. The good news is you can find this saturation temperature on a PT or pressure temperature chart. Then measure the actual temperature of the liquid refrigerant as it exits the condenser. The difference between these two temperatures is your subcooling value, typically measured in degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. Here are some practical tips for HVAC professionals. If you're curious about how your fridge or AC is doing, remember they're designed to take care of subcooling all by themselves. But knowing about subcooling means you understand a cool secret behind how they keep things chilly. Always a fun fact to share with friends and family. For those of you in the field, monitoring subcooling is vital for diagnosing and optimizing HVAC systems. An increase in subcooling might indicate a restriction in the liquid line or an overcharged system, while a decrease could signal a low charge or issues with the condenser. Regular checks can prevent problems before they start, ensuring your system runs smoothly. Subcooling is a cool trick that helps our fridges and air conditionings work their magic. Whether you're tuning up a system or troubleshooting an issue, understanding subcooling can give you the edge you need. Remember, a well-maintained system is the key to lasting performance and efficiency. Alright, so first of all, we have an R22 AC system, and I'm looking at my high side pressure. Okay, we have our gauges on. That's the low side right there with the fat line, and that's the high side right there with the skinny line. And I have a temperature tester on that high side line, and I have it insulated with the Velcro insulation around it so that it's not affected by the outside temperature. Okay, and we have 76 degrees. Okay, that is the temperature. That is the temperature of the refrigerant inside of that line. Okay, now we'll look over here, the pressure in there. This is an R22 system. Okay, so look at this green side. Okay, that's for R22. R410A would be the pink side. So the green side is showing about 90 psi-G, pounds per square inch gauge. 90, okay, is where the saturation temperature inside of the condenser coil is, okay, and it's 76. So that means what you do is you subtract 90 minus 76.5 to get the subcooling. And so in this case, 90 minus 76.5 or 0.4 would be about 13.5 degrees subcooling. Okay, so that's how we determine subcooling. Generally, you want between 8 to 10 degrees, but it varies based on your system. So we have 13.5, that's fine, and that is how you check subcooling.